How do, gamesters? I'm actually going to have to try and figure out a different greeting for these videos, because technically this isn't a gaming video, but if you'd like me to keep the same greeting, I can go ahead and keep the same greeting. I'm actually going to close with a different outro, but I wanted to go ahead and shoot this video really quickly. It's in the middle of the night. This is when I tend to stay awake, is at night, just because I work the graveyard shift in my job, so this tends to be when I'm the most active. But I wanted to go ahead and shoot a little intro into what is going to be happening with my channel in the next couple of months. I touched on it in my last two videos, and now I'm just shooting a video to completely explain what's going to be going on. I'm still going to do games. This channel is GamerGirl27, so I'm going to be doing a lot of video games, but the channel is going to be morphing somewhat. It's going to be games, and it's going to be pretty much a lot of my nerdly things like, I say comic books, but I'm into comic books, but I don't shop for them as often. I shop for games a little more often, but I'm also into collecting, as I said in my other videos, toys. I'm getting back into collecting dolls. I like to do blind bags, blind boxes, all kinds of stuff like that. And I've been watching videos on it, on people who like to do the same things that I do, just the same as I discovered the gaming community, and I love the gaming community. And it makes you feel not so alone to find people who are into the same things that you're into. So I've really been enjoying watching videos. I've been watching the Mommy and Gracie show, Dollastic. Those are the two that I've been gravitating towards at first, and I'm sure I will find others, but I'm really enjoying watching their channels and watching them go on the hunt, because they do the same things that I do, and they get just as excited as I do. I might be starting to do follow me around videos, which I really couldn't do going to GameStop. They won't allow me to film in there, so I don't really film too much of my hunting, but I'm going to start. I'm going to try at least. I'm not a huge exhibitionist, so sometimes I get a little shy, so forgive me if maybe my first few videos are me being a little bit shy, but that's honestly how I am. I can get up in front of a camera and I can talk and blah 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 out into YouTube space, but I'm actually, and I'm friendly, but I'm actually really a very shy person, so I kind of have two contrasting personalities there. I love people, I love to talk, and I love to talk in real life, but I'm also very shy and I get embarrassed kind of easy, so. Anyway, getting back on track, you're going to be seeing more toy reviews and blind bag openings and things of that nature, and I'm keeping some of my blind bags and things for review are going to be in this bag, and just so I don't lose track of them, I have My Little Pony blind bags, the Series 10. So I have some of these to get opening. I have actually one of these, I found these at Target. They're My Little Pony blind boxes. And are they from Funko? Yes. These are little My Little Pony Funko blind boxes. Yes, I love My Little Pony. I've actually loved My Little Pony from when I was a kid, the Generation 1 ponies, and I had a bunch of them. They were on a shelf, make sure I'm pointing in the right direction, over here out of camera shot, which is actually where all of my PlayStation 3 games are right now. Last month, I gathered up my whole collection. I had a ton of them, and I gave them to my sister. My sister and I actually used to go out and pony hunt. We used to call it, that's what we used to call it. Now I call it junking with my grandparents, but we used to go out pony hunting at the time, And we actually went with my grandparents, me and my sister, and we were shopping at thrift stores and Salvation Armies and Goodwills before it was cool. Honestly. We were rubbing elbows with real homeless people and poor people, now all the chic people go shop there, but really, truly, and honestly, we used to shop there and have fun before it was cool to do. So I guess we're trendsetters. Anyway, so that's what we used to do when I was a kid. That was my first kind of, well, not really a kid. I was like a younger teenager. It was my first kind of community setting. I got together with the retro pony community at the time, and we would have gatherings and parties, and I went to like 3 of those, and my grandparents took us to every one, and we used to have a ton of fun. It was something I really enjoyed. Well, my sister's pony collection ended up getting destroyed, and now she's going to be having a little girl here next month, and she was always lamenting the fact that she didn't have any of her original ponies. So, me being the older sister, I went and boxed up my whole collection and gave it to my sister. So she was really happy and grateful. I had some VHSs. I like cartoons as well. I am anime and just regular cartoon person. I love Adventure Time. I love the old style 80s cartoons. I mean, old style Care Bears, not new Care Bears. I really don't care for the new Care Bears. Never really got into those. I like the old style Care Bears. I like Jem and the Holograms. Yeah, that's a throwback. I like the original My Little Pony, the original My Little Pony movie. That's what I grew up with. I like Lady Lovely Locks, Rainbow Bright, Strawberry Shortcake, the original. Although I will say this very, very latest incarnation of Strawberry Shortcake, I really like the dolls. I think they're really cute. So I haven't said that about any of the other incarnations that they've had of Strawberry Shortcake, but I'm really liking this one. So I may start collecting her. But yeah, so that was kind of like, I guess, my first real obsession was the G1 My Little Ponies, and I didn't care for G2, what they call the anorexic ponies, and there was one I liked out of the G2, and that was Ivy, because I thought her coloring was very pretty and everything. And I would still like to get an Ivy pony. And I remember the big stink that came along, not big stink, but the big kind of Ponypalooza kind of thing that came in. The last pony party that I went to, everybody stayed up. They were to release the G3 ponies. And it had been so long because the G2 ponies kind of came and went because they really didn't go over. And the retro pony community was really booming. And I guess Hasbro kind of saw that, and they decided they were going to come out with G3 My Little Ponies. And I remember the hype and the excitement when G3 was going to hit. And also a little bit of the disappointment because we loved the vintage ponies so much that they didn't go back to the original molds, and so there was some sadness about that. But really, I kind of liked some of the G3 ponies, not all of them. G1 is still my favorite. My favorite little pony from that original generation being Fizzy. She's the one who got me started collecting again. And she has kind of a bigger part in the My Little Pony movie. But anyway, I can't think of a pony right off the top of my head that really stood out to me in the G3 generation, but after G3 came out, that's when I started going a little more into, I must be an adult now. So my gaming stopped, my childish collecting stopped, and yeah, I actually kind of became a boring, I guess I'd say a boring biscuit person. You know, I really didn't have much direction in college. I was kind of just meh, trying to find my feet and find me. And it wasn't until many years later when I got older that I started coming out with the message that be yourself, enjoy what you do. And if you want to be childish, that's a good thing. Have fun. The main key with life is having fun. Find something that you like to do and have fun with it. So by the time I started picking up things like games and dolls again, which is games I really started getting into last year, really, really heavily last year. And then dolls are an even more recent love that I have come back to rediscover. So I started watching My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and I fell in love with it. I think it's really funny. I think the message is really good. It's not really being overly preachy, and it's not overly simplified and kind of stupid like sometimes today's cartoons can be. And it's not overly gross, which I don't care for either. Adventure Time walks that line. Sometimes it can be a little gross, but I think it's funny, and I think a lot of times the message is really good. Anyway, so started watching My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, fell in love with the series, and now I want to start collecting the ponies from that series. And so that's the story behind me loving My Little Pony. It's been a long time, long-standing love. So I'm looking forward to getting these blind boxes. Like I said, I only have one at the moment, and I found them at Target, but I'm going to get some more. And I don't think these have any codes on them to let you know kind of what's inside. And I found out something from Delastic is that these blind bags like this, they usually have codes on the outside of them. And so in this case, they have letters. And usually, I think if you get a different letter, you won't get a double. And I think that's how it works. So I have to write down the letters that I do have and try and get some letters that I don't have. So hopefully I won't get any doubles. But I'll be doing openings on those soon. I got some of these My Little Pony Fashions, squishy Fashions. I also found these at Target. And I have some of these, it is gaming related, Sonic the Hedgehog buildable figures. So, like I said, love blind boxes. I've done the, some of the Kid Robot stuff. I'm just looking over there. I have some of the keychains and things that they did. A yummy breakfast and yummy dessert. So that's where all the small stuff is going to go, is in this bag, to remind me to open it. And then that's stuff that I picked up on Saturday, and then these are some things I picked up on Saturday as well. So I'll be doing reviews here pretty soon for Monster High Abby Abominable art class. And I got her on sale at Target. She was on sale for $17.99. All the art class dolls were. She was the only one left at the one Target that I was at. I didn't notice the same special. I think sometimes it varies from Target to Target. The other Target that I was at, I didn't notice that special going on. Maybe somebody ripped the tag off and I didn't know. But at the other Target that I was at, it was a big super Target. They had this. She was the only art class doll left. And the package, hopefully she's not missing anything because the package was open. But I don't care about that because I'm not a collector that keeps a box. I have a sum total of 3 dolls that are staying in the box. They're up on a shelf behind the camera. But one is a Belle Beauty and the Beast holiday doll. She's staying in the box just because of the nature of who she is. And I have 2 Star Wars dolls that stay in the box. One is a Queen Amidala that I got for, I believe it was my 16th birthday. My uncle got her for me. And for that Christmas, my 2 best friends in the whole entire world, 2 best girlfriends, that is, I have guy friends. My 2 best girlfriends in the whole entire world, they put their allowances together and they got me a Princess Leia doll from that same series. So they stay in the box. Those 3, they're the only exceptions. Everything else I like to take out of the box because, yes, I do kind of play with these and I'll, you know, play with their hair and have fun arranging them and stuff. So they get freed from the box. So I'll be doing a review on her pretty soon. And I love Monster High. Love it to death. I also got a Sweet Screams Frankie Stein from Target. I'll be doing a review on her. The Sweet Screams dolls, there are two. I need to get Draculaura yet. They are Target exclusives. So you can't find these anywhere else but Target. So I was really, really happy to find that. And I found out about it. I rushed out and I managed to snag one. They didn't have a Draculaura there when I was there, but hopefully I'm going to try and go out Wednesday and pick up a Draculaura. And last but not least, I discovered these dolls. I got Madeline Hatter from the Ever After High series. We'll be seeing a review on her fairly soon. All my dolls are going to go on a shelf until I can get around to reviewing them, but I remember when these dolls dropped and I saw them in Walmart, and I kind of looked at them at the time and thought, well, that's really interesting. That's a cool concept. It's kind of riffing off of Monster High at the time, I thought, but again, I went on the website. I saw Madeline Hatter when I was out on Saturday. And I love Alice in Wonderland. The only person who's more obsessed with Alice in Wonderland than I am is my baby sister. But I saw this, and because I love Alice in Wonderland and I love the Mad Hatter and everything, I had to get her. And I got her, and I brought her home, and then I looked on the website, and I saw all the different cartoon shorts, and I really enjoyed watching these webisodes and finding out about the characters, and I've always thought the dolls were really pretty. So it prompted me to want to collect more of the dolls. So I will be getting more of these Ever After High dolls and reviewing them. So, in a nutshell, that is what you can look forward to seeing on my channel. Some extra things when I get some, I guess, nerd swag, as it were. I will be reviewing, and if there are any toys or anything that I should be keeping an eye out, I mean, this is dolls right now, but I like cars, you know, the little Hot Wheels cars and things. And as a kid, I was always had very diverse tastes. I liked boy toys as well as girl toys. I had a ton of Barbie dolls. I had a Barbie house, the whole 9 yards. I loved to dress up the Barbies and everything, but I also had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I had action figures. I had big buckets. I don't know if they even sell them like that anymore, but I had big buckets of toy soldiers. I had the big mat that looked like a kind of a desert oasis that you would sit and put your soldiers on and then have them fight battles. I had one of those. I had a big bucket of cowboys and Indians, which is probably very politically incorrect now, but I had a giant bucket of cowboys and Indians. And plastic ones, of course, and we used to play, and I had armor and swords and all kinds of stuff like that. But I would turn around and I had, you know, dress up veils and all kinds of things. So I had the best of both worlds. I love the best of both worlds. My mom always said she encouraged it because my dad didn't have boys. He had girls. So she said, I didn't mind so much you were into the boy stuff as well as the girl stuff, because she said, you know, your father got to play with you as well, which is another reason I'm kind of a gamer geek, is because my dad liked video games too when I was growing up. So always a daddy's girl, always kind of into that side of things. So, and I always got along pretty well with the boys growing up, because I could be a girly girl, but at the same time I could also kind of get down and dirty and roughhouse. So yeah, so I like boys' toys too. So you'll be seeing probably Legos and stuff. I need to get some. I want to get some Lego sets and things. So yeah, there's gonna be a couple of changes, and of course there's gonna be games all in that, and maybe my signature hat. I'm actually thinking of getting some different hats and kind of switching it up. I want to get Ash's Pokemon hat, and there were some other cute snapbacks that I was kind of looking at, but. Yeah, I actually, believe it or not, do not wear hats when I'm out and about. This is just something that I wear on my YouTube videos, so yeah. It's me being different. But, yeah, a nice little 20-minute video, kind of a little storytelling, explaining where I'm coming from, where the channel, what direction the channel's going to be going in. So, well, you know what? I don't think I'm going to change my intro and my outro, because I'm still a gamer geek. This is how I started my channel. I enjoy what I do. So, y'all can come along for the ride. And to the 10 subscribers that I have, I just hit 10 subscribers, so woohoo. I know it doesn't sound like a lot to a lot of the people who have been here for a long time, but it's a big deal to me. That means 10 people in the universe enjoy what I do and enjoy watching me blather on for hours and hours at a time. And for that, I'm really grateful. I'm really appreciative. And thank you so much for taking time to comment. I got some lovely comments on my last video, and I really, really appreciate that. And I appreciate all my subscribers, and thank you for coming along for the ride. It's going to be kind of a crazy one. Like I said in my first video, welcome to the Madhouse. As always, guys, peace, love, and happy gaming. See y'all.